You know, Jordan Peele really is making horror an art form once again. So at this point, most people know Jordan Peele originally as a comedian, part of Key and Peele on Comedy Central. So when he originally started making horror movies, it's like, wait a minute, is this going to work out? You know, he started with Get Out, and it was a fucking masterpiece. And then he went into Us, and that too. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a masterpiece, but it was still amazing movie, absolutely fantastic. So when the first trailer for Nope came out, and I saw from Jordan Peele, I was like, oh, I'm in. I didn't even have to watch the entire trailer. I was in. See, what horror has become quite a bit of is jump scares. You know, they set out to scare you with like sudden music cues or sudden appearances out of nowhere of a character, whether it be good or bad. Jordan Peele sets out to not necessarily scare you, but disturb you. And it's not with sudden jump scares, it's with the actual story. It's with what's actually happening at any given moment. Now, he went against the grain a little bit here, well, his own grain, in that, you know, Get Out was like a psychological horror movie. Us was kind of straight up horror, while Nope is a little bit of sci-fi horror, but he also went a bit comedic in this as well, or at the very least, a lot of the lines and the actions of Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer came off as funny. I don't know if that was necessarily the case, but they came off as funny at times. And that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of horror in comedy. Daniel Kaluuya is fantastic in his role. He's monotone as holy hell. And part of that is why some of his lines are so hysterical. And Keke Palmer, just her style of acting, the way her mannerisms, her facial expressions, the way she delivers her lines, you know, she is equally as fantastic in this movie, and at times she's also funny as hell. See, a lot of times in horror movies, and just movies in general these days, they spoil a whole hell of a lot in the trailer, and it sucks. Now, the final trailer of Nope, before it came out, showed a pretty decent close-up of the UFO that was chasing Daniel Kaluuya. Now, we kind of knew it was going to be aliens, because, you know, we do kind of see little glimpses in the teaser trailer, in the first official trailer, but in the final trailer was the first time we've actually seen up close what looked like an alien spaceship. And in Jordan Peele style, everything is not what it seems. Now, it is aliens, but it's not necessarily a UFO. It kind of is, because it is an unidentified flying object, but it's not a spacecraft. Now, I don't want to say exactly what it is, just in case you haven't seen it just yet. Jordan Peele really is becoming the new king of horror, and like I said in my opening line, he is turning it into an art form once again. And even though he has a background in comedy, and I'd love to see him do more comedic movies, I'd like to see him back in front of the camera, I also want him to keep making horror movies, because he's done 3 so far, and each of them, all 3, have just been amazing. Peele has another classic on his hands. I am giving Nope an A.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.